a Norwich-based company has launched a new app, and it's created by the team behind Safepoint, which is an app that looks after lone workers, and have now set their sights on normal people like us, especially women, with their new app, Callie. And the man behind the app, Callum Coombes, is here in the studio, joins me. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is exciting. So tell me all about this. So we started with Safepoint, didn't we? So what was the journey to this point?
Yeah, sure. So Safepoint started around 5 or 6 years ago now. It feels like such a long time, and over that time we've really become kind of experts in safety, and we've provided safety to businesses all around the world, and big name businesses, Aldi, Specsavers, Mitsubishi, all of these really cool companies. But what we really wanted to do was expand on that. We provide tech to protect staff. Why can't we just protect anybody? And it's something that we put out to the community and got some really great feedback, and it's something that people really wanted. So over the past couple of years, we've built it.
Wow! And why was it important to do an app around safety? Where did this come from for you?
Yeah, so protecting staff and businesses is really where it originally came from, and over that time we've become real experts in safety, and expanding it out just to let anyone using it use a safety tool that we'd created was just a kind of an obvious choice. We put it out into the East Anglian community, like, is this something people would genuinely be interested in? And we got a tidal wave of feedback, and a lot of really shocking stories, to be honest. People being like followed home at night and having no particular support. One of the ones that really resonated with me was someone who'd gone to university, and they'd gone out on one of their first nights, and they were actually chased home by strangers. And there's just so many of these shocking stories, and they're really common, and that really made it a no-brainer for us to take what we've built with Safepoint and basically make it available to anyone.
And now we've got Callie. So how's this going to differ? How does it work?
Yeah. So I mean, put simply, Callie is a free personal safety app built by us as safety tech experts, and it's available on Android and iPhone. You kind of use it just as part of your normal life, and it keeps you just that little bit safer. So, for example, you add friends and family to Callie as guardians, and they have Callie themselves as well. And you can start what we call a watch over me session. So say, for example, we went on a night out, and at the end of the night out, it's at 1 a.m. and I'm heading home and I've got to walk home from the city alone. You can go on the Callie app, say, okay, watch over me, I'm walking home for 25 minutes, and then at the end of that, if you don't check in as safe, it alerts your friends, your family, whoever you've set as those guardians. But we've also built a few features in there beyond just that typical safety alarming. From some of the research we've done, we've found that just having a break in a potentially dangerous situation and having an opportunity to excuse yourself is a good enough way to get out of those dangerous situations. So Callie's got other features in there, like fake call. For example, we've got some pre-recorded fake calls where we'll actually call you. It's got a voice actor on the other side of it, and they'll be able to give you an opportunity to say, if you're on a date that seems like it's getting a bit uncomfortable or strange, you can schedule one of those calls and have that opportunity to break that scenario and excuse yourself quite safely, really.
And it's often something so simple like that can really make a huge impact, can't it? And I imagine the feedback that you've had so far has been incredible.
Yeah, so already, I mean, Callie has been live since around last August. We launched it actually at the University's East Anglia Freshers, which was amazing. We've got hundreds of students now just in Norwich using Callie. But we've had some really powerful success stories so far. For example, just last week, one of our customers actually got in touch with us about how Callie had prevented an assault. So within Callie, all the features I've spoken about so far are completely free, but we do have one premium feature where we're partnered with ADT, which, if you don't know what ADT is, it's one of those, the world's kind of biggest security and safety monitoring company. And through Callie, you can raise an alarm and have professional trained ADT responders check in on you, make sure you're safe. For example, say you were walking home at night, they'd stay on the phone with you and make sure you get home safe. But we had an incident where one of our Callie Plus users raised that alarm, and our team got in touch with them, spoke with them on the phone, kind of de-escalated a little bit over the phone, and then actually had to dispatch the police to them. We have a priority line through to the emergency services. The police got there within a few minutes, de-escalated that situation, prevented that assault, and escorted that person home safely. So in the relatively short amount of time that Callie's been alive as kind of a product, we've had some really, really strong kind of measurable success stories, which is amazing to see. It really makes it all worth it.
I can say, because this is something, and of course you spend so long on this, and when you develop an app, it's not a case of I'm going to make an app, it's sort of years and years and years of work, and actually to see it making a difference, sort of for you, that must be an incredible feeling.
It really is. It's what makes it all worthwhile, to be honest. As you said, I think we started building Callie back in 2021, and it's only just recently gone live towards the end of 2023, so it's a really, really long journey. And with the tools that we're building, safety tools, it's something we take very seriously. We get lots of external audits and things like that to make sure what we're doing it properly, we're doing it safely and correctly. So it's been a journey, but it makes it all worth it to get the feedback from the users that we're actually making differences in their lives. And
we've been talking about sort of sat-navs today, because there's been these sort of new things coming out through the government pushing sort of for a lot of live traffic data to go out to make sat-navs more reliable. But from a developer point of view, actually, when you're tapping into map technology, how easy is it? Because we have so many apps that sort of feed into, whether it's sat-navs or whatever it is. Now, how easy is it to feed into that data and actually use it? Because I imagine it does come with its challenges at times.
Yeah, it really does, and it's one of the big challenges, especially being a Norfolk-based company, where signal sometimes is a bit in and out, and it's a huge challenge. So, for example, in Callie, we've had to make all of the information synchronized with our servers. So if you go in an area with no signal, your guardians can still receive from our servers, like your last known location and all that kind of stuff. It's all backed up and it's not completely reliant on the phone. The same with battery life. When you're using Google Maps, your battery life can go really, really quickly. So we've had to make sure we've put in low power modes and all this kind of stuff. So you can use it just in the background in your life without thinking, it's going to use all my battery, or, well, I've got no signal at home and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a big challenge.
But I mean, it must be an exciting one as well. And for the purpose that you do it as well, and for the feedback that you get, it must really tie in. So what are your hopes? What are your hopes going forward? How big do you want this to be?
Yeah, so we've got kind of quite big hopes, I would say. We're already, after maybe 5 or so months of being live, protecting thousands of people across the UK and Ireland, which is incredible. And obviously our initial plans are just to protect more people, to let more people know that Callie exists. One of our other plans as well is that we'd love to partner with restaurants, bars, pubs and clubs and venues where their customers have those points where they do have to get a taxi home at the end of the night or walk home at the end of the night, and kind of be... I know there's things like Ask for Angela, which are a great solution, really great solution, but we'd like to be able to offer something for free that is maybe a little bit more comprehensive, that can add that kind of communication gap between you and your friends or you and your family. So if something does go wrong, they can say, well, Callum's here, or actually, no, Callum has made it home safely. So it kind of fills all those kind of gaps in communication where you don't necessarily know what's gone on. Taking that a bit further as well, like educational institutions, we've got a lot of students at the UEA using Callie. We'd love to extend that to any other university, especially in Norwich here with the UEA, University of the Arts, even City College Norwich. It'd be great to extend that student use, whether it's at university or just going to and from school or anything like that. And even though, I mean, I'm not naive, I know things do happen in Norfolk, but I mean, we sort of, when you look at the stats, are relatively safer compared to a lot of other places. And I imagine, if you're already getting this response from somewhere like Norwich and in Norfolk, then to sort of expand that to some of those bigger cities, I mean, it has potential, doesn't it? It is, and it's not just necessarily that where you are isn't safe, it's that confidence booster as well. If where you are is relatively safe, you can still yourself feel somewhat unsafe. So to use Callie or a tool like Callie where you can boost that confidence and know if something does go wrong, someone's there, that's really what it's all about. And we're seeing use rurally here in Norfolk all the way to the city centres in Dublin and Ireland, and so it's very much a personal thing when it comes to do you feel safe. And it's a hard one to have that confidence at all. I know I've been in situations in my life where I haven't felt comfortable, and then there was no technology, there was nothing, there wasn't even phones then, so you couldn't even ring someone or pretend to have a phone call. So it's amazing what technology can do. So look, to find out more, to sort of follow the journey and see how this takes off, then where can you go? Where can you find out more? Yeah, so I mean, if you want to try Callie for yourself, it is completely free. You just need to search Callie Personal Safety on the Android or Apple App Store, and that's Callie, Callie Personal Safety. If you're a venue or an educational institution, you want to get in touch and work with us, you can head to getcallie.com and all our contact details are on there. Oh, Callum, this is amazing. So thank you so much for coming in and explaining it. And Jeff, what an amazing thing to be able to do. That's Callum Coombes behind the app Callie.